Hi everyone, and yeah, just a quick update. Mobile Steel 905 has been vacated and they've just left behind a ton of rubbish. Gonna have to go through some of this. Not too sure if it's all rubbish because we do have pots with samples in, and got a box down there as well with some samples in. So I'm not too sure if it is all rubbish yet, but yeah, we're all ready to go to start breaking down some of these desks. Ones that will break down will go into storage should we need them in the future. A couple of the chairs will be distributed around the apartment. All the old manky ones thrown out, and you know, semi-decent ones will go back in from this room. Most of this stuff is rubbish though, as you can see. Postgrads don't really care too much once they vacate a room. They leave all their junk behind, even though we tell them to sort out and throw away what they don't want. Instead they all leave it. As you can see, I've got a half-height fridge down there. I'm gonna see if I can nab that for the either the lab downstairs or up here, because that will come in useful for storing things like solder pastes or you know, screen printing inks and what you not, anything that needs to be kept cool. That will come in handy. Not too sure if it's all rubbish. Got some samples which have been left behind. Samples there, looks like silicon wafers or something or other. I've got another box of them down there as well, so I don't know if it's all rubbish, but I imagine it is. Seems like it's all been left behind and they have moved out. So, like I said, next job, break down some of these benches. Like this one that I'm about to do, sitting on its side right here. Got my tools, screwdriver, Allen keys. Get it put away into storage with a couple of other benches and pedestals, the decent ones, and yeah, hopefully next time you'll see me or hear from me, this room will be completely clear. Alright, as you can see, been busy up here. Desks have all been flat packed now. Pedestals, damaged ones, all put to one side. Ones that we're going to keep over against the wall. The guys from 905 still haven't, well, the guys that were here still haven't picked up their leftovers that they wanted to keep. Yeah, got a feeling we're going to have to dump that on them at some point. All these benches that have been flat packed, they're all going to go into storage, keep hold of them for when we need spare benches. And down there, that fridge there, I'm no longer going to scran that. Computer Support's going to have that for their office, mainly because it contains food, and I've been offered two other fridges which stored chemicals, as soon as that we're going to be using for chemical storage and what not, all the nasty stuff. We're going to keep hold of those. So that's two fridges. I've got those down in the lab at the moment, and I'll show you those next. But for now, I'm going to empty out the fridge, drag it downstairs to the support room, move desks downstairs into storage, find a home for the cupboard and the lockers there, and the rest of the stuff is basically garbage to be disposed of. Once that's done, hopefully finished off today, we'll have a nice empty room. And also projector's got to come down. We don't want to keep that up there for when the contractors come in to work in here. I want to keep that nice and pristine for our lovely undergrads to use. Alright, see you downstairs in the lab with those fridges. Well, these are the two fridges that I managed to scran off a academic that was meant to be throwing them out. They were used for chemical storage, but luckily, as you can see, they're absolutely pristine, hardly touched, not a speck of dust in these, which is really good, and they all work. So one of them for upstairs and one for down here in the lab. What we're going to use them for? Well, like I said, solder paste is one thing. Other stuff, anything that needs to be kept chilled, chemical wise, definitely not food and drink, which is another good thing, because they are lockable, so we can keep that under control. Also used for storing of inks and chemicals for the PCB, stuff like the solder resist inks and the silkscreen inks, stuff like that. So yeah, one for upstairs, one for downstairs. Well then, update on the room. As you can see, we have moved out. The only thing left in this room is a pile of rubbish in the middle and a couple of desks and a cabinet, which the contractors are quite willing to take, so we don't have to move those. Yeah, hopefully next time that you hear from me, you will start to see this place being worked on by contractors, ripping out the stuff and getting started on the big change to convert this room into a lab. So then, I will, I don't know, see you or update you later on in part 3.